Welcome back to my channel and episode 2 of my experiential learning journey. Today I want to reflect back on my time at Orenaya Holdings and let you guys know how my experience went. Now, during my time at Orenaya Holdings, I was tasked with advising and writing the website's welcome page. The biggest takeaway I took from this experience is that I needed to be better informed about the world around me. Up until this point, I thought I had no business knowing about things like cryptocurrency and IT. Now, on the previous episode, I mentioned that I was a broadcast journalism student, so you might be asking me why Orenaya Holdings. I understood that it wasn't the logical choice, but I knew that I wanted to challenge myself and work with people that see things differently than I do. I really wanted to diversify my portfolio, and I know what it takes to work in radio and television already, but I wanted to see how the businesses that journalists report on operated. There were a few challenges, but one that I remember vividly is that while I was working at Orena Holdings, I was essentially the youngest person there. So naturally, I felt intimidated around people that were older and perceived as wiser than me. I was tasked with calling clients and presenting them with the company's profile. I found the specific task difficult because I am a shy and quiet person in general, and I feel quite nervous when I have to approach people. But at the end of the day, I realized that this wasn't about me and my fears. I needed to step up and carry out a task that my host, organization, and mentor trusted me with. So that's what I did, and I succeeded in that task. There's not a lot of things that I am strong in, but there is one. So a few days into the job, I was asked to write content for the website. Number one, writing is my strong suit, but I knew nothing about the stock market or IT. But I quickly realized that I had to go the extra mile and do extensive reading before I could carry out this task. And I knew I was a great reader and that I had an uncanny ability to simplify complicated sentences. So that's what I did, and I was very proud of myself for accomplishing such a difficult task and putting my strengths to work. At the end of my experiential learning, I look back at the feedback that I got from my mentor. And based on his feedback, I know that I still have work to do when it comes to my time management skills. So I wasn't surprised about this because it's initially the task I mentioned previously with writing the website's content was supposed to just take a week, but because I first doubted myself and then procrastinated, it took 2 weeks. So I knew that that's something I need to work on. That has always been a weakness that I need to change if I want to make it in the journalism industry. Um, Something else that I always pride myself in is that I always strive to be proactive, and I feel very validated in my mentor's confirmation of that. Now, we would look at a course like experiential learning and think, what module is this? When I look back at the impact it had, I won't say that it would have changed my experience in the job force because I always understood that if I wanted to make things happen for myself, I needed to put the work in. However, the course content did assist me in coming out of my shell a bit more. It validated a lot of the things that I already knew about myself, but it also, I guess, gave me a wake up call in aspects that I didn't know I lacked. So, no, it probably, if I didn't have this course, it wouldn't have changed anything, but it did help with some scenarios. Some stuff that I took away from not only the job force and the course, but also in doing these episodes for you guys is that students benefit from engaging in chances for experiential learning in the following ways: improved comprehension of the course material, a more expansive perspective and sense of community develops amongst them, knowledge of their own abilities, desires, and values, and they develop positivity and leadership abilities.